Welcome to our Trump Briefing Show. Today, we're diving into some lively political debates and international happenings. First up, J.D. Vance has come out swinging in defense of Donald Trump, especially after Elon Musk's controversial tweets linking Trump to Jeffrey Epstein. Vance believes Musk's social media outbursts are driven by inexperience and frustration, and he hopes Musk and Trump can reconcile for the good of the country. It's a classic case of high-profile figures clashing, but Vance emphasizes unity is key. Next, we turn our attention to Washington, D.C., where Pride celebrations are underway, but not without some hurdles. Due to travel fears and political opposition, international visitors, especially transgender travelers, are staying away. Several countries have issued travel advisories, and advocacy groups are protesting policies they see as harmful to LGBTQ rights. Despite the tense atmosphere and heightened security, many see Pride as a bold act of resilience and visibility, shining a light on the ongoing fight for equality. Finally, on the international front, Germany's new Chancellor Friedrich Merz is shaking things up. His assertive, no-nonsense approach marks a big change from previous diplomatic styles. Merz is openly supporting Ukraine and criticizing Israeli military actions, signaling a more proactive and outspoken Germany. It's a bold move, and it could mean a new chapter in Germany's foreign relations. Please stay tuned as we continue to follow these exciting developments. Please continue to watch for more details. The Independent reports on J.D. Vance's initial reaction to Elon Musk's controversial tweet suggesting that Jeffrey Epstein's files implicate Donald Trump, a statement that ignited a firestorm on social media. Vance, speaking on Theo Von's podcast, expressed a firm stance defending Trump, asserting that the former president had done nothing wrong in relation to Epstein. He attributed Musk's provocative online behavior to his inexperience in politics and frustrations stemming from attacks on his businesses, which had been under scrutiny since Musk's brief involvement with the Trump administration. Despite Musk's recent departure from his role in Trump's White House, Vance remains optimistic about Musk's potential return to the political arena, emphasizing the importance of maintaining respect and avoiding unnecessary conflicts for the good of the country. Vice President J.D. Vance's comments, as reported by the Associated Press, further elaborate on the fallout between Musk and Trump, which has seen Musk launching a series of inflammatory social media attacks against the former president. Vance describes Musk's behavior as a huge mistake, cautioning that Musk's emotional outbursts might be driven by frustration and that this public feud could damage broader political alliances. Vance downplays Musk's accusations and emphasizes that everyone, including Musk, is prone to losing their temper, comparing his own past outbursts to Musk's recent online conduct. He hopes Musk will eventually reconcile and re-enter the political fold, viewing the ongoing feud as counterproductive to national interests and the unity needed within the conservative movement. Yahoo US highlights Vance's perspective on the broader implications of the Musk-Trump feud, framing it as a significant misstep for Elon Musk. Vance underscores that Musk's attacks on Trump, especially criticizing his policies and suggesting impeachment, are detrimental to their shared political goals. He reiterates his belief that Musk's public criticism is misguided and potentially damaging to the conservative movement's cohesion. Vance's comments reflect a desire for Musk to step back from the brink, emphasizing that the feud is not only unhelpful but also risks alienating key allies. He remains hopeful that Musk will eventually tone down his rhetoric, return to a more constructive position, and help focus on advancing policies that align with their shared vision for the country. The BBC reports on the challenges faced by World Pride in Washington, as many international visitors are hesitant to attend due to safety concerns and political climate. Transgender individuals like Alice Saregar, who holds both Canadian and U.S. citizenship, are particularly affected by recent U.S. policies that restrict gender recognition and create travel risks. European governments and advocacy groups have issued travel advisories, citing hostility and discrimination against LGBTQ+ people, especially transgender and non-binary individuals. The event's organizers have heightened security measures amid fears of anti-LGBTQ sentiment, and city officials acknowledge the tense environment, emphasizing resilience and the importance of celebration despite fears. The atmosphere reflects a broader struggle for LGBTQ+ rights in the U.S., with political actions under the Trump administration rolling back protections and fueling hostility, contrasting with President Biden's supportive gestures. As a result, many feel it's a moment of defiance, with some choosing to participate safely while others stay away, symbolizing the ongoing ideological battles over LGBTQ+ rights and acceptance in America. Yahoo US details the deep ideological rift within the MAGA movement, exemplified by the recent feud between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. This conflict, rooted in contrasting views on immigration, reveals a broader divide. The populist right, led by Steve Bannon, advocates for strict border enforcement and mass deportations, viewing immigration restriction as central to their agenda. Meanwhile, the tech-oriented faction, championed by Musk, emphasizes the importance of high-skilled immigration for economic growth and innovation. Despite a temporary truce, the underlying disagreement persists, with the populist wing viewing Musk's more moderate stance as a betrayal, even suggesting he be deported. This schism underscores a fundamental choice within Trump's base, whether to prioritize aggressive immigration policies or focus on fiscal conservatism and technological progress. The divide is not merely about policy but about core values, with the populist faction increasingly viewing Musk's approach as a threat to their vision of America's future, highlighting the ideological fault line that could redefine the GOP's direction. Andrew Yang's interview with Yahoo US explores his ambitious plan to create a third political party, seeking to unite Americans disillusioned with the polarized two-party system. Yang has reached out to Elon Musk, proposing collaboration to establish a new political force that emphasizes dignity, dynamism, and democracy. He argues that Musk's immense influence and social media reach could accelerate the growth of a movement that champions pragmatic solutions and independent representation. Yang envisions leveraging Musk's resources and public support to quickly build a network of local candidates and potentially reshape the national landscape, including the possibility of influential senators and a presidential ticket. Despite skepticism about the viability of third parties, Yang believes that a motivated, well-funded movement could overcome systemic barriers, offering a fresh alternative to the entrenched political dysfunction. His appeal to Musk reflects a desire to harness disruptive innovation, both technological and political, to forge a more responsive and united America, emphasizing that character and actions matter more than party labels in this new vision. Deutsche Welle vividly captures the bold new political persona of Friedrich Merz, Germany's recently inaugurated chancellor, contrasting sharply with his predecessors, Scholz and Merkel. Merz's approach is characterized by transparency and assertiveness, visiting Ukraine promptly after taking office and openly defining his political goals, unlike Scholz's cautious, behind-the-scenes style. His visit to Washington was a diplomatic success, marked by respectful engagement with President Trump and a clear stance on supporting Ukraine, signaling a shift towards a more direct and outspoken leadership. Merz's personality, marked by impatience and conservative rigor, has introduced a fresh, dynamic tone to German politics, emphasizing decisive action over Scholz's measured, reserved diplomacy. His outspoken criticism of Israel's actions in Gaza and willingness to challenge long-standing policies reflect a willingness to break taboos and redefine Germany's stance on international issues, signaling a potentially transformative era in German foreign policy. CBC reports on the strained perceptions at North American borders, with U.S. Ambassador Pete Hoekstra dismissing concerns about device searches and detentions faced by Canadians and Americans alike. Hoekstra emphasizes that such incidents are isolated, not indicative of a broader pattern, despite recent reports of Canadians experiencing heightened scrutiny, including phone searches and detentions, at U.S. borders. He underscores the importance of individual choice in travel decisions and highlights that the U.S. remains a welcoming destination, countering narratives of discrimination. Meanwhile, the Canadian Border Agency affirms its commitment to respectful treatment of travelers, though surveys reveal growing apprehension among Canadians about safety and acceptance in the U.S., especially amid political shifts and the scaling back of protections for LGBTQ+ individuals. The report underscores the complex, often tense, dynamics of cross-border relations, shaped by perceptions, policy changes, and individual experiences, illustrating a nuanced landscape of trust and apprehension on both sides. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Got a question find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and grown-ups too, we've got the A to Z for you. Got a question in your mind, we'll find the answer, we'll be kind. Encyclopedia on everything. Laugh and learn with the zing, zing, zing. From ants to outer space, we've got the facts in one great place. For kids and